They'll operate down a short side once more here. Coleman, quick hands, De Silva. Play on is the call. Good touch made in the end, though. A diving effort there from the Trinity College players. Last play now as Coleman runs at a player he thought was offside. Still claiming it, but the referees don't agree, and Coleman's not happy about it. He's got to be careful here to simply turn over the ball, or he might be marched another 7 metres. He escapes without further punishment. Pereira, the big dummy, comes in. Easy metres now for Trinity College. Very flat pass there, but Pereira is able to keep coming forward. Once more, the fancy footwork. And there's a Wesley player that's gone right into the thick of things there with Trinity College. And a little bit of argy-bargy after the touch itself. Today has been played in a great deal of excellent sportsmanship. So good to see the players, there we go, hugging it out. Back into things, that's great stuff. That's what today is all about. As Rajitha comes up along with Rathnayaka. Quick roll ball, Pereira is an option in the middle. Good hands in the end, it was a tough one to take. Again, still operating down that short side. There's nowhere to go though. And that will be the change over there in favour of Wesley. For a moment I thought there could have been a potential issue for a forceful touch. Instead it will be a Wellesley ball. Wesley, I should say. Coleman. Crabbing upfield. Trying to get away from the touch there of Dinesh Pereira. What a great pass there, well out in front of Lee. And the Trinity College boys on the sideline let him know about it. Yes, it's played in a good spirit, but that doesn't mean there's not a bit of ribbing going on as well. It's Trinity with room to move. Nice little step there from Dinesh Pereira. And now putting on the afterburners. Good little run there from Ramanayaka. He's pulled up a little bit gingerly off the back of that run too, Ramanayaka. Eventually plays it. Pereira now receives. Simply takes the touch, gets the quick roll ball. That gives them an opportunity now out wide, but well marked up and a nice touch made from Lee. They pop it back to the middle. Good defence here. Still an opportunity though. Quick footwork from Dinesh Pereira. Not quick enough to evade all the touches. And that is the turnover in favour of Wesley College. Coleman in an acting half as De Silva wraps around. I get to play the ball here. Coleman with the roll ball once more. Coleman having a little crack at them. Touches made. Easy meters here. De Silva now the dummy, and they look to explode with plenty of pace. Just couldn't get away from them that time around from Onberba. And Onberba plays it. That once more. There's an end to a set there with both sides really just struggling to breach the other's defensive wall. This is a better movement though from Trinity College. However, touch pass is called. That's a real heartbreaker for them. It was building nicely. If you are new to the game, watching perhaps for the first time, you must come to a stop once touched and play the ball, even if it's fractionally after the touch and you do get a pass away. It's a penalty blown in favour of the opposition. And that's exactly what has happened here. So Onberba comes forward, quick step and then a very fast play the ball, allows them to run at pace. Now, was there a touch in flight there from Trinity College? No, just speeding the outstretched fingertips. So they get away with that. Now a chance to launch a raid of their own as Pereira plays it. Good movement here, straight off the back of a quick roll ball. Nice meters picked up. Still operating down that short side. Quick play the ball there from Bandaranake. And now a zero play here for Wesley as Lee comes forward. There's the halftime hooter. Now there's differing opinions here from the referees. The players have all stopped. Lee's playing on. And now they're going to call it back. So we had one referee saying there was no touch made, but senior official said no, there was one just in time. And so at half-time, it is once more evenly poised. One try apiece, following very much in the footsteps of the first semi-final of the afternoon. But at half-time here, between Trinity College and Wesley, scores a level, one try apiece. Welcome back here to all the coverage from the HSBC Sri Lankan Sydney Touch Sevens. And at half-time here in the bowl semi-final between Wesley College, who get first use of the ball here in the second half, and Trinity College. It is a level ball game, one try apiece. Good meters early on in this set, though, and they get right to the line. In fact, they've completely lost their bearings there, Trinity College. They put it to ground, but I fancy he was out of acting half. And as a result, are they going to award that? No, they're not, because, of course, you can't score from dummy half, and perhaps they've forgotten about that particular piece of information there. So Wesley thought they had an early one in this second half, not to be the case, as Fonseca plays it, and now Papare on the follow-up. One of the two Papare boys out there for this particular match. That's Nareesh. Fonseca receives it in the link position. And now Dinesh Papare. He is called back. Last play now for Trinity College. Fonseca floats a pass. Well taken above the head from Papare. Big right foot step. Nearly beat them. And a classic covering touch there from Thalga Hogora. Ogbebo plays it. Ogbebo once again. Two of them out there now, so a couple of brothers on display in this particular tournament. There are the Ogbebo boys combining now for Wesley. Long pass floating across the face. Close to being called forward. Ogbebo once more now driving up through the middle. The touch is made. Last play here for Wesley College. They've got something building. Wesley looking down the short side. What a finish that is. Oh, Wesley College. Well, how good is that? Better action than you'll see anywhere on a Sunday afternoon. 2-1, Wesley College lead. What a finish. So they'll roll the ball now. Trinity College with work to do. 2-1 the score. So Wesley, Ogbebo marking up now. Once more, Papare off the left foot. Touch is made. And Ogbebo eventually comes up with it. They'll float the pass out now to Papare. Papare with a little goose step, couple of dummies, and nearly all the way through. Watchful defence, though, from Wesley College. Back to the middle they come once more here, Trinity. It's Bendera Yanake. And they'll get another set that they can work it away from their own end here, Wesley College. So they've managed to see off that potential threat. And now with a slender advantage, they'll simply work through their set here, try and turn it over in a decent position up the other end as Ogbebo comes for a run. Good meters again from Wesley College. Now they've got them on the back foot, stepping back against the grain. Pereira claiming the touch. And they'll go back to the mark. Now Ogbebo is not happy about it. In fact, he's putting up more of a fight here than Jaiawera. As they play it, Ogbebo. Ogbebo boys combine again. Another straight run up through the guts. Good drive in the set so far. We haven't seen too many subsets from either team throughout this match. It's one feature that we haven't quite seen come into this particular tournament thus far. Once again, they do enough to see off the threat here, Trinity College. So a good chance for them to work it away from their own end now. Still trailing, though, by that solitary try, 2-1. It's the one try since halftime, and an incorrect roll ball. So that's useful for Wesley College. Now play it quickly. Short ball provided here for Samet. And Samet, unfortunately, leaving that one behind. That is set to be a changeover as well. And it's obliged here from Nizar. And so Pereira now floats a pass from left to right. And they look to straighten up. Pereira cutting out the ball. Nice floating pass there provided for Rathnayaka. And again, they'll work through the middle. Popping the ball back on the inside. Opportunities here, left and right. Wesley College, though, snuff it out pretty quickly. The dummy comes in. Now ball to ground. And I think that should go against Trinity College here. For mine, that was before a touch was made. And yes, the referees agree. So, Ogbebo, Samuel in the 8, and Johan in the 12. Operating through the middle. Big diving effort there. Now they all looked at 6s and 7s, the defence. Nobody took him in the end. And it's another try here for Wesley College. 3-1 they lead. A great spot to be in with time running out here in the second half in the bowl semi-final. Trinity College want to get on with things pretty quickly here as a result. And they've got to be next to score here, Trinity. Coleman. Pereira. As Coleman makes the touch. Now on the follow-up. Once more they have another crack here. It's Kaniake. But the turnover comes in favour of Wesley. So Coleman with a big dummy. Now Coleman's through again. Ogbebo's there, late in support. He pops in at acting half now. That's Samuel. Samuel Ogbebo. Providing a short pass here to Al Kareem. Coleman. Coleman dummies a couple of times and then the fancy footwork late at the line. Sam Ogbebo. Lee, quick hands, a little too tough for Ryan Samuel to take that one though. They need to score pretty much from this set here, Trinity College, to give themselves any chance of sending this one to extra time. Al Kareem comes in with a nice touch. So around about 20 metres away from the try line. They'll float a long pass here. Pereira's an option wider still. They don't go that way. Good footwork though. However, the touch is claimed. And they'll go back to the mark to play it. Couple of dummies. Coleman steps up to make the touch. And no touch is actually ruled. Coleman pulled out of it. Trinity thought there was a touch there, so they played the ball. And if there isn't an actual touch, that of course does result in a turnover. As Al Kareem comes for a run. Now, Ogbebo, Al Kareem again. Options out wide. Pereira, though, marks up and they'll hop down the sideline. Trying to pop a pass back towards the middle. Was that played at from Pereira? Surely would have thought so, but Incidental contact is ruled. Trinity now. Moving forward. Played in an awkward fashion just before halfway. So they keep notching upfield here. Nice little run. Moving through the middle from Ekanayake. So they pick it up and once more have a little crack at them. Floating a pass out the back. Good deception. Last play now though for Trinity College. Tried to strip them for numbers, but it's been well marked up, and Ogbebo makes the touch here. That could be a crucial one for Wesley College. They simply have to go about their work in a very simple fashion from this point on. Complete the set, and they'll be just about good to go. And of course, coach killer there. Just the second play, they turn it over. Pereira. Down the left-hand side of the field. Now popping back toward the middle. Ogbebo makes the touch. Couple of dummies floating the pass. A lovely pass they pick out. This time they're in. Dinesh Pereira goes in and gives them just a glimmer of hope. 3-2. Wesley College lead, but they're not done with just yet. Trinity College. There can't be much time remaining. Unfortunately, we don't have the benefit of the scoreboard here on the ground. In fact, there's less than just a little bit of time remaining. There is the hooter. So Wesley College booked their place in the grand final. We know our two finalists in the Bowl Cup. Wesley is one of them. And Annandale, or should I say Ananda College, is their opponent. So Ananda and Wesley College playing off in the Bowl Grand Final. That'll be happening a little later today. We'll make sure to keep you across all the results. But that is full time here. And up next, we move to the plate competition itself. All the action in just a moment.
Round 2 for Cup Semis, Mounties versus Dharmaraj College.
Hey guys! Good done, boys! Back to the bench! Captain! Running a little bit late, let's get going. 7 on, guys. 7 on, just make the system.
And I've always had this issue no matter what kind of competition it is. We touch it, but they don't give you enough time in between the games. Yeah, there's no way I can. Yeah. That's what I mean. I can't even look at the team. All right, run again. Welcome back here to Kellyville Memorial Park. More semi-final action for you on the Papare.com. And this one is the Mounties taking on Dharmaraj College. Dharmaraj College in the blue and maroon outfits and Mounties in the black. And turned away on this particular occasion as they head back towards Hulan Gumua. That'll be a little turnover here, so Mounties have good chance now to work it away from their own end, and straight away we've seen plenty of pace from their wide players here. So Most sides to date have been operating up through the middle, but a little bit different here in the original approach from Mounties, using plenty of width. Now they pop it back towards the middle here. That's Amathalangam. Once more operating through that middle. They'll have a nice little dive there at the line. Just touched in flight. That will be the turnover here in favour of Damaraja College. It's a quick roll ball. So they go on the attack themselves now here through Wirasakara. They picked up good meterage. Now back towards the middle. Quick play coming out now for Hulam Gamawa. Hulam Gamawa running into a player who, for mine, wasn't back the required distance. Yes, referee agrees. So another set to come here for Damaraja College. And again, Hulam Gamawa trying to get all the way through, popping a pass. He can't score himself. So no advantage there and no try. But that does mean an extra set to play with here for Damaraja College. Damaraja College, again, looking for some sort of an opening. None forthcoming on that occasion. They turn it back towards the middle. Popping a pass once more here through Gunaratna. Again, threatening through the middle. And I think that one's gone all the way to ground. Control kept. And for mine, that looks like a try. The two referees will just confer. If he heads back to the in-goal, we know it's about to be awarded. Unfortunately, not the case. But another penalty to come here for Damaraja College. So they're camped down this end at the moment. Touch is made. Little bobble. Let go here for Wirasakara. Hulam Gamawa. Here's Hulam Gamawa once more. Plays it quickly. Once again, he operates through that middle passage. I fancy it running off another offside marker here. So surely someone's going to be sat down. The idea is supposed to be 3 penalties inside that 7-metre mark. Someone is sent, and there we go. We do have a player who's been removed. So he'll have to sit behind the goal line. So now we're going to see 7-on-6. Hulam Gamawa providing a pass. So they slow it down here through Gunaratna. And then they head wide early where they have that overlap. And finally, the pressure mounts. Try time for Damaraja College. They lead 1-0. I know a place in the final is on the line. So Mounties behind the 8 ball here. And now tap and get back underway here, Mounties. It's on the attack. Getting closer and closer to that 7-metre mark. Little hop, skip and a jump. Nowhere to go for Fernando, who's sent back to the middle. And he'll play it now on that 7-metre mark once again. Amir Thallingham. Amir Thallingham slowing it down. Now threatens to accelerate. Gets the quick touch and the strike up. They can launch something here. Amir Thallingham with a very special juggling act there. He somehow managed to maintain possession. Now work another penalty in the process. Tapped once again. Fernando. Nowhere to go as they roll it out wide. Amir Thallingham pops it once more for Fernando. These two really acting like a couple of genuine middles. Amir Thallingham with the quick pick-up. Lovely ball floating over the top just in between link and wing. And unfortunately, that will be the turnover coming in favour of Damaraja College. So they still lead 1-0 here. Not too much time remaining in the first half as they straighten up and run directly at Fernando. And easy meters on the offering up towards halfway. They'll get another penalty here. It's been a real penalty-a-thon throughout this semi-final. Plenty coming the way of Dhamaraja College as well. So they work it quickly. Nice little strike dump too, and once more they've got their key architect in the form of Hulam Gamua out there. Here he is again, Hulam Gamua. Out of acting half, can't score himself, of course, floating the pass out in front, and just a little flat-footed, and that was all the defence needed to apply the pressure. It's a changeover to come as Amir Thallingham gets a very big stiff arm into the defensive line there, nearly bundles him over. Probably lucky not to be penalised in the act of playing the ball, in fact. The touch is made just shy of the halfway line. Amir Thallingham now sends it from right to left. Mounties with some good footwork. Stopping on a dime, twisting, turning and going again. Now the touch is made. Pereira. Amir Thallingham tries to squeeze between link and wing, but he won't get the strike dump to work with here on the last. So they send it back towards the middle. Fernando still an option there. Eventually they supply to him. Nowhere to go. It's a good touch made from Hulan Gamua. He dummies a couple of times looking for support. Eventually plays it right on that stroker halfway. Hulan Gamua. Slumming things down. Turning his body as he makes the touch is Hadrian Pereira. And on the follow-up, good meters once more offered. I'll play it quickly. Hulan Gamua, lovely pass over the top. Just not quite getting it in the right spot, though. A little bit too high for his supporting players coming through. And so the changeover comes here with time running out in this first half of the semi-final. Still just the one try in it. Dhamaraja College taking full advantage of the extra man of one of the Mounties players sent to the sidelines following a succession of penalties. They pop the pass here from Pereira. Looking to take off. Not getting too far though. Pereira. Again, the big dummy. Touch coming from Hulan Gamua. And now they really look to accelerate, trying to split them once more out wide. Last play now. So the defence has been pretty stern from Dhamaraja College, and ultimately the pressure mounting on Mounties. Changeover comes. Still 1-0 in the semi-final. So forward they drive now. Up to halfway. Easy meters on offer here. They pick it up and scoot. Lovely pass down the sideline, just outside of the grasp of their winger who was storming onto it. A little low to take. Would have been quite superb if he was able to get away with it. And somehow, despite dominating field position and the majority of the chances, Mounties are still right in this one. They only trail by the one try. Pereira comes towards halfway, plays it, and now Amir Thallingham up and over that halfway mark. They're spread nicely to this right-hand side of the field, but Pereira doesn't go that way. Instead, he simply takes the touch. They'll keep popping through the middle. Last play now for Mounties. There's the roll ball. Pereira with options wrapping around. Amir Thallingham, they were looking for the little flick pass, Benji Marshall style, but that was left behind. So another change over here for Dhamaraja College. There is the halftime siren. They'll simply take the touch and be done with it. And they'll be pretty happy with their work here. Dhamaraja College at halftime. They lead 1-0.
I'll walk over it. Okay.
On the other rack.
Turn one off. Turn one off. Come on.
Boys. First half is over, right? We get the first set up. Ulang will be dummy. Vision funny. Okay, then fingers support us. Yeah. Ulang take the third one, fourth one.
Can you cut back to us?
Ready?
Welcome back here to Papare.com. All the action here for the HSBC Sri Lankan Sydney Touch Sevens, with Mounties getting first use of the ball in the second half, trailing by 1-0 against Dhamaraja College. And straight away they look to try and open up an opportunity out wide. Amir Thallingham at first receivers. They fire the pass back towards Fernando. Fernando slowing it down. Pereira with the wrap around once more. They nearly open them up. Good touch though from Hulan Gamua. Back toward the middle they come. Pereira straightens things up with the big dummy. Now they're caught about 7 metres away from the try line. Fernando floats a pass out here for Amir Thallingham. Amir Thallingham, quick ball. They pop the little pass, but well read from Dhamaraja College. That was ultimately a bit of a try-saving play. Otherwise, a clean passage down that sideline. It's very sunny conditions here as well at Kellyville Memorial Park, and a sloppy play the ball, which is let go on this occasion as Hulan Gamua picks it up. And now once more works with the strike dump here. Now, did they retreat the required distance? Yes, Pereira's done a great job there to stop that raid. Hulan Gamua thought he was away. Not quite the case though. So Mounties warming to the contest. Still just down by that one try. We've had pretty low scoring matches all day, especially through the semi-final phase of the competition. As Pereira supplies a pass back towards the middle. Now hops in at acting half and supplies here for Fernando. Amir Thallingham is an option wider still, but Fernando turns off the right foot and then simply takes a settler through the middle. Amir Thallingham playing it once again, let go with a bit of a dodgy play. The ball popping a pass back against the angle. Beautiful play there from Mounties. They played to the referee's whistle, came back against the grain, and that will be a try, which is now confirmed. So a level ball game here. One try apiece between Dhamaraja College and Mounties. Spot on the grand final, of course, up for grabs. It's the plate semi-final. Of course, we already know the two bowl grand finalists, Ananda College and Wesley. They'll feature a little later today. Hulan Gamua supplies a little short pass now, hops out of acting half himself. And they did get back in time, both feet behind the line and then making the touch. So there is the changeover. It's been a great start to this second period here for Mounties. So up towards halfway as Fernando picks it up. And there's been an incorrect roll ball there. And that will be the changeover now in favour of Dhamaraja College. And they get the quick touch. So they now pop back towards the middle. Hulan Gamua. Hulan Gamua now takes off. He's got opportunities out wide. Oh, brilliant positioning though from Amir Thallingham, who hopped in between the middle and the link and snatched it out of thin air and stops a try. So Mounties are having a great start to their second half. They are back on level peggings. And now they're really putting on the pressure here against Damaraja College. We're perhaps just starting to play a little bit off kilter as Amir Thallingham has a little hop, skip and a jump and then takes off towards the sideline. But they track him well. Once more Fernando up through the middle, easy meters on this particular play. Amir Thallingham providing a pass, Pereira with the wraparound. How about that for the big step? Benji Marshall eats your heart out. And they stop him quick, smart. Pereira. Amir Thallingham. Also with the fancy footwork, Pereira trying to open up a gap. Last play now for Mounties. Options back through the middle. That's the way they come. Wider still now. And they've got them just for a moment there. I thought there was an opportunity had they had a man running an unders line. Could have opened them up back through the centre. As Hulan Gamua supplies a wide pass. Now they have a chance to pick up good meterage. They'll go back to the mark to play the ball. Hulan Gamua comes forward. Easy meters on offer, and they're all offside too. And Pereira knows it. He's not even trying to contest the play. They will start again here with a fresh set. Hulan Gamua now caught directly on halfway. They pick it up once more here through Wirasakara. Wirasakara, now they're all the way through. Damaraja College nearly getting there. Just caught in the nick of time. Gunaratna. Hulan Gamua. Gunaratna. Now Hulan Gamua again. Running at Pereira, who was called offside. Goes all the way through and gets the try. So Hulan Gamua, this little architect, keeps constructing beautiful plays for his side. And back in the lead now. Damaraja College, 2 tries to 1. Lovely play from Gunaratna and Hulan Gamua. So they'll restart things here on that halfway mark with Fernando. Picked up, and now meters on offer once more for Fernando on the follow-up. 2 plays in a row. Early in the set here, but all onside is Damaraja College. And finally, the wide support comes from Amir Thallingham, but a little too late to use it. So they burnt quite a few plays here without asking too many questions, and they won't have a strike jump to work with on this play, but they could still set one up. Last couple of opportunities here. Great angle change for Amir Thallingham. Now they're building nicely again. The dive for the line. Did they get there in time? Yes, they just managed to make the touch. With the attempted try scorer, it was Gunaratna who made it. Amir Thallingham comes to the line very quick. Just popped a pass there for Fernando. But it didn't quite get there in time. So now they continue driving upfield here. Good meterage on offer. Up towards halfway for Damaraja College, and now over it with a slow little build up here before they put on the pace and try to create something out of nothing, and nearly do. Good effort there from Wirasakara. Hulan Gamua. Gunaratna plays it quickly. Hulan Gamua running it offside plays. He's got support. Well, I thought he could have gone short for a little moment there. Well, certainly there was an option there for Gunaratna. But I don't even think he looked at him. So the score remains 2 tries to 1. Still in the ascendancy here, but just a little bit of an opportunity remaining still. For Mounties, who come up over halfway. Amir Thallingham now, from right to left. Utilising that extra middle they've got out there. Of course, 7 aside for this particular tournament. Typically we see touch football played with 6 aside. 2 wings, 2 links and 2 middles, but we've got 3 middles operating in general for this tournament. And that's a bit of a coach killer left behind with no real pressure and with time quickly running out. Now surely I thought they might have called that one as a knock on too. Hulangamua, however, takes full advantage of it. How about the footwork from Hulangamua? He's on his way to win it and put them into that grand final. He gets a very important try. The buffer now 2. 3 tries to 1. Time is running out, and Hulangamua with a real masterclass today here at Kellyville Memorial Park. Well, that's what we call playing to the whistle. Look for all money that the touch had been made. But Hulangamua said, well, I haven't heard the call. I'll keep playing as I see fit. And he reaps the rewards as a result. Some Mounties with all the work to do, but you can hear the hooter in the background. This match is run, one and done. And they'll avoid a couple of touches there to score a late consolation try. But Damaraja College ultimately victorious here and through to the grand final. A little bit of a disagreement to close things out here. Unnecessary, really, and now the celebrations can begin for Damaraja College, who progress to the next phase of the competition. We'll have all the action for our next match featuring CTR in the over 40s in just a moment. Welcome back here to the HSBC Sri Lankan Sydney Touch Football Tournament. We have arrived at the grand final for the over 40s division. CTR all the way from Melbourne to partake in this tournament in the white and then a rather colourful ensemble in the front of the jersey, while St Anthony's are in the blue and then the light blue and pink hoops. So James Preston with you here for the commentary on papare.com. Very warm welcome to all our Sri Lankan viewers. If you're just joining us for the first time today, first grand final of the afternoon. 10-minute halves, 2-minute half-time break, and 7 players on the field instead of the regular 6 for touch football. But we are underway here. CTR with first use of the ball, and easy meters there for Indy. Comes forward and now hopping in at acting half for the follow-up play as well. Indy once more heavily involved so far in this particular set. So they fire it wide here for Mario. And then popping it back to the middle. Quick hands from AJ. AJ hopping in and of acting half now. Must release the pass. Popping the ball over to Indy once again. Little wraparound play. Still live, and they say let's go forward instead of backwards. Just trying to work for that extra set, and they do exactly that because it was played at. So this will be the 0 play with a full set to work with. Indy once more to restart the set now. Now fling it up over the top. Coda. Caught once again. And now popping away. Changing the angle. AJ back to Coda. It's building nicely here. They try and squeeze away through a couple of defenders, but a good touch made from Chandra Stakaran. So they'll roll the ball now about 10 metres away from their own end. Long floating pass from left to right. Looking for that first try in the grand final. No opening as of yet. Couple of dummies, and eventually the touch is made here from Islip. Now pop a pass once more. Opportunities wider still now for Coda. Turning back against the grain. AJ is there. Coda on the follow-up. And ultimately, Indy getting through there. So first try of the grand final for the boys from Melbourne. CTR go in 1-0 in the over 40s grand final. They've had all the early running, a lot of pressure supplied. So pretty early into this grand final fixture here. Get the go-ahead for CTR. And St Anthony's with a bit of work to do. They haven't been in the opposition half as of yet, but with this restart, they get to do exactly that. As Islip has the follow-up here, and once more out of acting half. Islip provides it wide for an option there from McWilliams. Islip once again turning it here for Pereira. Islip, as they have a little crack down that short side. I thought they got back in time. Yes, they certainly did. So touch is made. Last play to come now for St Anthony's. They'll roll it inside the 7. Don't see that too often. Usually that's taken back the full course. And McWilliams with nowhere to go simply says, I will succumb to the touch. And that is the turnover. So jamming in now to stop things is McWilliams. Good meters on offer here, though. Quick footwork. They'll float a pass over the top and then keep recycling the footy. Eventually it finds its way to the hands of Coda, who's just shy of that halfway mark. An awkward pass, but it's well taken as they try and work for the wraparound. Just left behind and then hitting the deck too. Well, it's not a referee, so it's not quite as funny, but it's still pretty humorous. They'll pop in at acting half and now provide the pass here for McWilliams, who comes forward. Quick roll ball as Ching picks it up, looks for an opening. Islip, McWilliams. McWilliams has them backpedaling. McWilliams, lovely pass. They try and squeeze through. I think they just got enough on him. Nearly a collision between the link and the wing. There's good pace shown, though, from Chandra Stakaran. McWilliams threatening to pop it back towards that open side once more. Instead takes the touch. And we'll reset things here in the centre of the ground. Hopping in at acting half now is Pereira. Pereira cut out on this occasion. McWilliams now sees a little opening, wider still as they come back against the grain. I think they've actually got an unfortunate touch, a little high there. A little grab at the head from Chandrasekaran. That's played at intentionally there from Islip, so another full set to come here for CTR. Easy meters on offer now for CTR. They get the quick roll ball. No one in there to take full advantage of it. Coda eventually gets on the spot as Indy, the try scorer, comes away with a little dart. Caught pretty much bang on halfway. Popping the pass back to the middle. Very flat one for that matter. Play on here. Now the initial error surely coming from CTR. The referees do rule as such. It's a change over here for St Anthony's with the score still at 1-0 in favour of CTR. They'll float the pass now for Chandrasekaran. McWilliams lumbers forward. Islip in an acting half. He's done a lot of work out of that area. Short pass for Ching. Willith Gamua. Once more slowing things down. Chandrasekaran. Now again, Islip. Islip pops it here for Chandrasekaran. There's no way there was a touch made there from AJ. He says as much himself. In fact, they are going to say he's made the required distance, and then a touch pass is called. Geez, that's a real 50-50 call. This time it favours CTR. And they remain in front, 1-0. Indy popping a pass. They come back against the grain. Lovely ball provided, but very well read from Raghavan. It's a little wider. Really picked up on the play quite nicely there. Some fancy footwork at the line from Coda. As AJ provides from dummy half. Long floating pass, good pressure coming in from Ching to shut things down. I haven't gone too far in this set. This has been better defensively from St Anthony's. And Islip feigned to go for the touch. They stopped on the run, and that is the changeover. McWilliams plays it now for Chandrasekaran. Chandrasekaran again. The touch is made here from Shanna. McWilliams nearly all the way through. Fabiri came across and stopped it just in time. Islip, Chandrasekaran. Islip once more. Floats it long and over the top. A big bomb of a pass, but just out in front of the waiting hands there of Fernando. And so there is the turnover once more here. That was better, though, from St Aaron's. Or St Anthony, should I say. They haven't been able to build too much pressure throughout the course of this first half, but that was a good little period for them as we see an interchange coming here for CTR. Ruin getting his first taste of the action so far in this match, and there he is now providing a pass and continuing to recycle the ball. This is a lovely play from CTR. The no-look pass comes out, maybe a little too fancy at the death, but it was building quite nicely there for CTR. So they'll roll it once more, and then coming forward is Willith Gamua. They've turned it over here again, St Anthony. So discipline, a bit of a problem for them. Just those 1%ers not going 100% to plan. So they'll roll it here after the touch from McWilliams. Islip comes in. Just didn't make it in time. They're able to keep promoting the footy. And forward they come again. A little step and a pass, and it will be a touch pass. Wasn't much in it, but it is the correct call from our officials who have been spot on so far in this match. Islip plays it, and now it comes down here for Fernando. Good meters from him. They'll roll it back around about 20 metres away from the try line towards the centre. Islip once again slowing things down, has options both sides, goes to McWilliams. McWilliams now plays it. Islip on the follow-up, couple of dummies. Islip, calm as you like, cool as a cucumber. McWilliams now for Chandra Stakaran, who also operates at his own pace here before accelerating, trying to split a little gap. Well read, though, from Indy. The only try scorer of the grand final so far, as CTR still maintained that 1-try-0 advantage. Chandra Stakaran, lovely ball. Good little run there from Ching, who found a nice pathway, but they just converged upon him in time and shut it down just when they needed to do so. There is the halftime hooter. They'll take that touch, and that'll do us here for the first half of the Over 40s Grand Final at halftime. CTR, the boys all the way from Melbourne, looking to complete their title defence from last season, are currently in cruise control. They lead 1-0 over St Anthony's. Welcome back here for the second half of the HSBC Sri Lankan Sydney Sevens Touch Football Tournament from Kellyville Memorial Park, the Over 40s Grand Final. CTR, the team in white, leading St Anthony's at the moment 1-try-0. 10 minutes away from back-to-back titles, defending their 2022 Premiership victory. But let's see if St Anthony's have a few questions to ask about that particular concept as they come into the opposition territory. Mal McWilliams. Good footwork late at the line, promotes the footy. Chandra Stakaran, Ilsip plays it quickly, but they don't take full advantage of the opportunity they created off the back of that play. But now McWilliams looks to launch something himself. Not a great deal of support on offer, though. Quick hands, a little too quick, though, from Raghavan, who caught his inside man unawares. So CTR are let off the hook as AJ plays it. And now Indy, the sole try scorer throughout this match so far, drives straight ahead. Roll ball comes. It's AJ now on the follow-up. Good meters from him. Indy out of acting half. Must release, though. Does exactly that. Now pop the pass. Now that was played out there from St Anthony's, so that'll be another full set to play with. Plenty of touches up their sleeves. They can keep marching upfield now. So AJ restarts the set. A slow approach up towards halfway. Bit of confusion here from both sides. The referee's finally laying down the law. I think they might actually go back and play this one. And there's a bit of a joke too from our officials saying we'll check the video replay. I can assure you we won't be providing any vision to them, though. So eventually we'll get back to the action here. And Coda will eventually play this one. So Indy picks it up. Now supplies for AJ. Great evasive technique. Keeps it going. Now they've worked a little opportunity out wide. Still alive here. Now they've actually lost track of where the try line is. He dived for it, but he's a good 7 metres short. So that's the mark, but not the right one. As AJ now comes forward. Collects the touch. Coda picks it up, popping a ball back towards the middle. Well read, though, from Chandris Takaran. So they roll it back now. AJ needs to release, does so for Coda. And there's an issue here for Willith Gamua. So Willith Gamua not looking too happy after that particular defensive play. It's a real bad limp for him. That's great sportsmanship, which we've seen all day. So one of the CTR boys going across to help him out. Just taking a little look at their lineup here, St Anthony's, whether they have the full complement out there. Yes, they have got the replacements on deck now. They managed to see off that final raid on the line too as Ilsip receives it. Quick pass now for Ching. Ilsip. Once more an option. Ball goes to ground, but the touch was made before that, so Pereira will get another chance to play it here. Ilsip floating a pass over the top. Pereira and a quick play the ball. Ilsip looking to take full advantage. Now fires it back towards the middle. Touch is made from Indy. Quick roll ball. Better play here in this set. It's a lovely long pass comes floating out here for the run of Raghavan. But unfortunately, no one there to capitalise on the back of a potentially quick play the ball. Ching wrapping around with McWilliams, who floats a pass over the top, back against the grain. Nearly managing to find a way through. But they converged upon him pretty quickly. Good scramble defence there from CTR. They've done enough to see off that particular threat. And now the changeover comes. So Indy to play the ball. AJ supplies a pass. AJ once more now. Indy, who's been so energetic throughout proceedings. Lovely pass provided. They're off for the prize. Try time here. A big run coming through. Mario goes in and he says, I'm not just a plumber, I'm a touch footballer as well. I'll rescue the princess. I'll save this game. I'll take my side to 2-0 up in the grand final. CTR leads St Anthony's by 2 with time running out, and now they definitely need to be next to score here. And Ilsip gets them in the right direction. McWilliams on the follow-up. Ilsip, McWilliams again. Good meters in this set. So they then crab across field. Ilsip with one of the more acrobatic plays of the match so far, losing his footing but somehow taking the ball and also able to put the hat back on. McWilliams floats a pass for Ilsip. Quick hands, intercepted once more here. Thought the pass might have been forward anyway. But I feel they might even say touched in flight. It will still favour CTR, but not for long. AJ puts the hands to the head. Changeover on play number 1. Ilsip. Not a great pass there for Chandris Takaran. I'll try and work it wider still, so it's a bit of a drop-a-thon at the moment. You haven't had any wet weather. You'd hate to replace the ball with a bar of soap at the moment. Might have the same result, though, as unfortunately Ilsip also adds to the error tally. For both these sides, the next scenario has to simply be completing a set. As AJ works with a lovely wraparound. This is beautiful play now from CTR. Indy pops it over the top. Quick hands here from AJ, but I believe touch pass. And that will be the turnover. So there it is, called from the referees, touch pass. And then throwing the ball away to add insult to injury. They'll be marched upfield now. So Ching touches and continues. AJ makes the touch. Ilsip. Raghavan. Ilsip, Ching. Raghavan wrapping around. Now surely they weren't square there and made the touch. Geez, I think they've gotten away with one there, CTR. AJ was up very quickly in the line. And as a result, they'll get an easy turnover here, CTR. So they pass it from right to left. Now back towards the middle. Nice little run coming in from Ruin. Ruin once more hopping in at acting half. Now supply a pass here for Thabiri. And a bit of tunnel ball coming into the equation as well. That takes me back to year 3 ball games, but unfortunately it's about the same result. That ball going nowhere near it was intended to. The changeover comes for St Anthony's. Ching. Sloppy play the ball, but referees are happy for that to continue. McWilliams, a couple of dummies. McWilliams, has he gone all the way through? Now, CTR are claiming a touch. Now, double check there. It is a game of honesty. Coda says, yes, I got him, sir. So McWilliams back to the mark now. Chandra Stikaran comes to the line, floats a pass. Nobody there in support. It's gone well forward. So the penalty is called in favour of CTR. Time running out here. They lead 2-0 in the grand final. The defending champions looking to make it back-to-back wins across 2022 and now 2023 as AJ receives the pass there. Now they arrive in support. Coda getting very close to finding an opening. He plays the ball now as Buddy comes in from acting half. Indy popping a pass over the top. They recycle the footy through Andrew. And then caught. Indy once more operating down a short side. Andrew trying to work with those quick hands. A little too quick from proceedings. But a bit of energy about the play there from the likes of Indy and Mario, who was heavily involved in this last couple of plays. They've turned it over once more here, St Anthony, so really not much luck to date. And there is the hooter in the background. This should be the last play. They'll claim victory. It's all smiles from both sides. An entertaining grand final, played in great spirits. But at full time, your over 40 champions for the HSBC Sri Lankan Sydney Touch Football Sevens is CTR all the way from Melbourne. And they'll happily take that trophy back down to Victoria. Don't go too far though, there's still more action to come. We've got more grand finals on the way right here on thepapare.com. Welcome back to all the action here at Kellyville Memorial Park for the HSBC Sri Lankan Sydney Touch Sevens. This is the third place playoff here for Trinity College and Mounties in the Opens division. So they'll pop it back towards the middle, recycling the ball here, Trinity College. Fonseca now receives it in the one. Fonseca providing a pass here. Not able to find too much of an opening there for Thalga Hagura. An easy meters now for Mounties, up towards halfway. Once more they come forward. Fonseca makes the touch. I'll continue driving now as they have a little bit of a retreating defensive line. They can exploit a few meters here. They'll fire it out towards the left-hand side of the ground. Last play now for Mounties. The wraparound and the change of the angle as the touch is made, and that is the turnover now. Fonseca comes forward, about 10 shy of that halfway line. The dummy comes in, and now they put on the afterburners. They're away here, Trinity College. Good effort, though, in defence. Making an important touch was Amir Thallingham. Once more, looking for some sort of an opening here. Trinity. Caught there is Aisha. And a changeover comes. So Mounties now with the ball. Amir Thallingham provides a pass and then hops in at acting half. Once more back to Amir Thallingham. Stay promoted on now for Fernando. Good meters here, but also a very important touch made at the death there. A diving effort from Thalga Hagura. They fire it wide once more for Pereira. Can't quite find an opening there. Nobody initially in at acting half, now to Amir Thallingham. Dummied a couple of times. They've opened up just half a little opportunity here, but very well read in defence. The wraparound was building nicely, and it was very important touch in the end from Ekanayake. Amir Thallingham floats a pass over the top now. The first touch coming in there from a diving effort from Trinity College in the form of Damien Ching. So they'll get another set to work with here, Mounties. Amir Thallingham to Fernando now. Fernando floats a pass. As the dummy comes in, and they caught about 10 shy of that try line as Amir Thallingham puts on the goose step as he approached the defensive line. Back to Fernando now. Fernando really slowing things down. Amir Thallingham now works with the strike dump. Fernando at the line. Fernando getting to ground quickly. I'm not sure they were back on side in time. Referees thought Fonseca just got his foot behind the line as Amir Thallingham pops the pass. They keep operating wide. They've thrown it straight into the hands of Ching, though, who was off for just a little moment. They just managed to get the touch on him, so Trinity survive. It's more upfield now. No change to the score as of yet. Still 0-0. An incorrect roll the ball, not playing it directly on the mark, means a changeover in pretty good field position here to start the set for Mounties as Amir Thallingham will pick it up and have another crack at them. Patient approach. Amir Thallingham. Dummies to the inside. Pops it instead for Pereira. Now Amir Thallingham takes off. Lovely pass. Pops off the shoulder. That should be play on. Yes, it is backwards. Amir Thallingham tries to take full advantage of it. A couple of dummies come in and now he's caught. He'll play it as they head back towards the middle. Good hands there because the pass wasn't a clean one. Fernando with the wraparound. Lots of players in motion. And then eventually caught right up against the sideline. And touch pass is the ruling from the match officials. Still no scorer here in the plate playoff. This for third place in the Opens division, as once more coming in for the action is Naresh Pereira. Here he is once more, Naresh coming forward. Playing it pretty quickly. Popped back towards the middle. Last play now. Pereira receives it. One off the play, the ball. Pops a pass right into the hands of Mounties, who are off. But they converged upon him pretty quickly, shut things down before it could get a little bit too scary for Mounties there. Again, options building here on this left-hand side of the ground. Amir Thallingham is playing a little pass here for Pereira. Amir Thallingham, Fernando. The wraparound comes again. Great exponents of that particular skill set. The Mounties boys. They've always got players in motion. Now, keep running at them here. Quick hands provided. And the changeover comes in favour of Trinity College. If you're just joining us today, a few little different changes compared to how touch footy is usually played, and a lot of that is to do with, of course, rugby union being quite a popular sport in Sri Lanka, and a lot of converts now to similar but still quite different games in the form of rugby league and, of course, touch football, as Pereira shows some great footwork to beat the initial touch. Now, he is claiming it. That was potentially on the shin. And Pereira does agree, so no real complaints from him. He comes all the way back. Great sportsmanship from the two sides. And they clasp hands, and Pereira now plays it about 10 away. Floating a pass at the top. Amir Thallingham doesn't offer anywhere for Naresh Pereira to go, who's still an option back through the middle. And ball to ground, so that is the turnover. Still no score here. Mounties on the charge here, but not for long. So they themselves have turned it over in a little cynical knock with the feet. The referee just saying, let's simmer things down. It's all been played in a good spirit throughout the day, so let's continue in such a way as they play it quickly now. Pereira wrapping around, popping a ball back for supporting player in that link position. Now it comes out to Dinesh Pereira and now Naresh. The Pereira boys combining once more. Here is Dinesh. They've lost track of the count there. Won't matter too much because the touch pass is called. So easy meters now on offer for Mounties on the follow-up. And wanted a quick release there, didn't quite get it. It's Fernando. To the centre of the ground now comes for Amir Thallingham again. Good footwork from Amir Thallingham. Fernando fires it on. Just trying to get on the outside there. Some good defence in the form of Vendrana Yake. Last play now, though, as Fernando runs at them pretty quickly. Amir Thallingham, the little juggle, quick promotion of the footy onto Pereira, but caught in the process from Naresh Pereira on the other side of the pitch. Easy meters on play one and also play two here for Trinity College. They had a backpedaling defensive line as LeCuan picked up easy meters. Now once more they'll try and drive the nail in, but unfortunately they put the nail in their own coffin here. Incorrect roll ball, not playing directly on the mark. Changeover is called in favour of Mounties. So real stalemate in this one so far. No one able to get across the stripe. Pereira plays it. Now up towards halfway. Nice little touch is made there from Dodemwala. And there is the hooter. So this should be the last play now for Pereira. Will they keep it alive and try and get something on the board before half-time? No, it's a bit of a settler in the end. And a real stalemate here in the plate playoff. The third place in the Opens division at half-time between Trinity College and Mounties. No scorers of yet, 0-0. Back underway here for the second half at Kellyville Memorial Park of the third place playoff here in the Opens division between Mounties, who've got first use of the ball and trying to squeeze down a short side. They just do enough in the end to get the touch here, do they? Yes, they do. Just squeezing it in the end. Nice play there from Rathnayaka. Little jinking jive comes close to the line. And now Fernando off to Pereira. Fernando passes from right to left and then an option back to the middle. Hard one to take for Pereira. Ball goes to ground. And now the quick counter-attack here for Trinity College. Of course, no score as of yet. First half, things unable to be settled. With scores remaining at 0-0 as Fonseca comes forward. Floating pass here for Pereira. Pereira, great footwork. Big left foot step. Cut back against the grain. Now Fonseca, quick hands from Pereira. Beautiful build up here from Trinity College. The quick hands again. Lovely scrambling defence though from Mounties. It was very pretty to watch. No result from it, but by far the most enterprising piece of play we've seen from either side in this plate playoff. And it might take something special to separate these two sides who are very evenly matched. Amir Thallingham. Jinking run, picks up good meterage. And then a nice drive off the back of it. Papare now, out to Amir Thallingham. Floating a pass here for Fernando, who turns it back on the inside with an angled run. Picking up easy meters. Amir Thallingham, little hop, skip and a jump. And provides the pass. A floater ball here for Fernando. Fernando turning another runner back underneath. Evading the first effort, but Papare, a lovely diving effort to get the touch. Not sure what the referee's ruled here. It couldn't be a ball for Fonseca. Yes, that's now the correct ruling. So they'll get another set to work with here as Fernando once more turns it back against the grain. They've been quite happy to change the angle in just about every opportunity throughout this one, Mounties. Fernando with a sweep down to that left-hand side. Nobody there in support really, though. And Papare, he was not particularly happy about what he saw just then. There's another penalty coming here for Mounties, and they've got to be very careful. Of course, that's 2. 3 will see a player sat down. With that extra man advantage, that might be enough to open the deadlock here. Amir Thallingham going himself straight for the line. He came to it very, very quickly, but the touch wasn't made in time. No, it wasn't. Or should I say yes, it was, because Trinity College survived there. And now Papare upfield. Fonseca getting into enemy territory now. Lovely one-handed pickup. Papare with the dummy. Now takes off. Papare has a dive, but he's well short of the try line. He's a good 10 metres away. Papare, what's going on, son? Oh, no. Oh, I tell you what, you better make sure that one goes viral, Sri Lankans. I want to see that one all over the place. Pereira's totally lost his bearings. If he was trying to discover another country, he would have ended up in China just then instead of Australia. Well, so the score remains 0-0. Papare with a golden opportunity to get first try of the match, and well, that's not good. Fernando now comes across field. Fernando up over halfway he comes. Papare back towards the middle. Floating pass once more. They operate down a narrow passage. Last play now, though, for Mounties. They don't have a strike dump to work with. Instead, they'll flow it back towards the middle. Eventually for Hadrian Papare, who simply fires a pass across the face. Nothing really happening there, but ball's gone to ground. That is, of course, an end to the place. They can't continue from that point. The Trinity now. Can they right the wrongs there? I mean, Papare did all the hard work. Simply just had to figure out exactly where the try line was, and we would have had, finally, a break in this deadlock. It's played quickly. Now, feign to link up once here, and now popping it back towards the middle. Good evasive technique. Hadrian Papare, I don't think he's got the touch there. I think that's play on. Trinity College, second time around, they break the deadlock. It's Banda Raniake. So Reshan has gone in. Reshan, Banda Raniake. 1-0 in the plate playoff. And so the Eels there of Papare moments earlier, they won't come back to haunt him, Naresh. 1-0, Trinity College lead. They've definitely been the more enterprising of the two sides in the second half. They've thrown it around with reckless abandon at times. And they do get a reward here. Great individual effort. It's about 7 shy of that try line. They'll float the pass. Amir Thallingham at pace. Finds a runner back against the grain. Good touch made, though, from Papare. Amir Thallingham pops back towards the middle. Great effort to evade the first touch, but a diving effort from Dinesh Pereira. Secures the touch. Amir Thallium just couldn't release in time. And the pressure from Trinity College was enough. And with the touch pass, they'll be able to step up nice and easy to the mark instead of having to pick it up from where the ball hit the deck. So time running out here, and Trinity College with that slender lead. 1 try to nil. Just shy of that halfway mark. Pereira at pace, couple of dummies. Had the defence on the heels for just a second. They managed to recover and make the touch. There's an issue here for one of the Mounties players. They haven't stopped play though. He's back in the line now. Last play here though for Trinity College. Pereira, couple of changes of angles. They keep the pass alive, recycling the footy beautifully. But still, they managed to do enough to make the touch. And a bit of back chat, so they'll be able to get easy meters upfield. And now they put on the pace here. Mounties nearly away. Good touch made, pretty much bang on halfway. They are coming for them here. Trinity College, can they hang on with time very quickly running out? The goose step comes in. Pereira makes the touch. 15 away from the line. Fernando from right to left. They'll straighten things up again here. Pass just thrown in desperation more than anything. Out in front of the link. Too difficult to reel in. And that might be enough here for Trinity College. They just have to be smart about things from here on out. Complete the set, turn it over down the other end of the field. And they should have a little bit of silverware for their troubles throughout what's been a terrific afternoon of footy. So they try and pop the pass around the outside, but Amir Thallingham stepped up into the lane and knocked it down. So Pereira from acting half gets a quick little release. Once more, now links up with his brother. A little wider still. And that's Dinesh. Sole try scorer of this match now with the ball. That's Andrana Yake, and they're off again here through Pereira. Good touch just at the death. He thought he was able to get away for a second time here, and they've been left on the deck now, so with one player less, and they will bring an end to things here. Just a few concerns. Fernando checking in. Back to his feet now, that's good to see. And the medical staff on hand too, so make sure he's well looked after. So once more they go on the attack here. There is the full-time hooter. Can they finish with a flurry? Lovely pass for Pereira. It's backwards as well. It's a great way to finish, perhaps the best play of the match. And once more supply from Bendrana Yake, who finishes with a try and an assist. And the plate is in the hands now of Trinity College full-time. Trinity College 2 over Mounties 0. There's still more action with the grand final still to come in the Opens men's division. So don't go too far here on Papare.com. Thought it was a try, but I think it'll instead be forceful contact with the touch, which as a result will be another set to work with. No try though, and yes, that is the calling here from the official. So Hula Gamua will tap it with a fresh set to play with. Ogbebo, Hula Gamua goes from distance. This time, no mistake. First try of the grand final comes to the little maestro himself. Hula Gamua goes in for Dhamaraja College. Dhamaraja College looking very good now early on in this one. They've been the form team of the competition in the Opens division. As Coleman says, I've got something to say about that on the follow-up. Ogbebo once more. Two Ogbebo brothers out there now, and they'll combine on this play here. Thought there might have been a bobble in picking up the ball from acting half, but not the case. Coleman stops on the run, and Ogbebo once more against the right foot. Now putting on the pace, trying to link up with his outside men. Gets a quick roll ball. I thought potentially before a touch was even made. Coleman tries to float it on, and that was touched in flight. So another set to work with here for Wesley College. This time they'll slow it down. A lovely ball popped back on the inside. Some fancy play from Wesley as Coleman comes to the line. Touch is made. Certainly did there from Wira Sakara. Coleman off the left foot. Can't go too far. Ogbebo turns it. Manages to escape without a touch being made. Out of acting half, which is of course very necessary. And the pass floated here from Coleman, but going to deck. So Dhamaraja College able to survive that particular raid. Now keep rolling forward here. Dhamaraja College. And now once more through Dulanjana. Quick play now, Hulangamua. Linked up there with Dulanjana. They've left it behind and now a changeover in favour of Wesley. Ogbebo supplies out wide and then the wraparound. Eventually coming here for Ogbebo, Samuel that is. And now to Johan Ogbebo. And are they going to say play on? No, that ball has gone to ground. So late call from the officials, but correct call made. Dulanjana. Hulangamua for Dulanjana. Such a dangerous player, Hulangamua. As they'll float the pass here. Now for Gunaratna. Options wide. Instead they'll turn back into the middle for Hulangamua to Gunaratha. And unfortunately he's left that one behind. So Ogbebo and Wesley can now work it away from their own end and up over halfway. Coleman now for Johan Ogbebo. Samuel out there as well. They don't use him this time around as Coleman keeps firing those dummies. They run out of territory though, and they'll try to turn it back on the inside. But a touch pass is called. Once more up towards halfway. Hulangamua now out of acting half, running at an offside play. Very quick play the ball, a great strike dump to work with. Hulangamua shows it on the inside. Now they work a little opportunity in that link passage. Beautiful play from Hulangamua, and he sets it up in excellent fashion. A second try of the match, this time coming for Dulanjana. And 2-0 now for Dhamaraja College. Huge thank you as well to all of our sponsors throughout the day. Parramatta Eels for allowing the use of their terrific training facilities here at Kellyville Memorial Park. Not to mention Clearstone Group, ARA Indigenous Services, and of course our major sponsor, HSBC. It's been a wonderful day of footballing action. And a great contingency of supporters out and about as well on a lovely Sunday afternoon. But 2-0 in the grand final here for Dhamaraja College. Now head back toward the middle, close down very quickly there, nowhere to go. Now still arguing the point here, Wesley College, but the call's already been made, so the changeover now in effect here for Dhamaraja College. This comes up now through Gunaratna. They keep recycling the footy, popped it over the top. Hulangamua, the most dangerous man on the field here with a little dummy. And the hop and the skip. And the cramps are coming out. Someone reach for the pickle juice and the magic sponge. They'll all rush in to get him. I'll tell you what, when I had my first cramp, there wasn't a man in sight to help me out with it. I'll get half the team here on this occasion, though. So they will still have use of the footy here and a whole set to work with for that matter. Dhamaraja College. Great start to this grand final. They lead by 2. Plenty of time still to go, though. We know that Wesley College are good enough to threaten this line. They just need a bit more time down that end of the field. Ulangamua picks it up out of acting half now and recovering from those cramps. We'll get a quick strike dump here too as Ulangamua once more tries to fling it. Lovely pass back against the grain. Nearly linking up there with the man coming in off the wing. Just couldn't split them in the end, but it was a nice little exchange of passing. Still in an offside position. Surprised that's not pinged for a penalty as Ogbebo comes forward and up over halfway. Now once more, Ogbebo gets the quick strike dump. They've got a backpedaling defensive line. The flick pass comes out, so all the tricks here. Ogbebo still going. Now an option out wide. Well read in defence, though. Still alive here. Not quite done with the threat as of yet. Losing his footing in the play. They do have one more to contend with, though, Dhamaraja College. So they'll fling it back to the centre. Not much doing. They'll try and work a miracle play. Nowhere to go. And there is the turnover. They see them off once more here with time very quickly running out in the first stanza. A lot of dark skies building as well around Kellyville Memorial Park, the training ground for the Parramatta Eels. Of course, Parramatta up a little further north this weekend, though, in Darwin. As the quick play the ball comes here for the side in the ascendancy. And still Jana picks it up and now floats a pass himself. Trying to get away from a few touches there. Eventually Ogbebo makes it. That's Samuel Ogbebo. Ulangamua once more now. Looking dangerous on the last. Floats a pass with a bit of a delay, but Ogbebo comes across. Good cover defence. There's the hooter in the background, and at half-time, there's work to do for Wesley College. It is Dhamaraja College leading 2-0 in the Opens Grand Final, thanks to HSBC. Welcome back here for the second half. HSBC, Sri Lankan, Sydney, Touch Sevens live and exclusive here from Kellyville Memorial Park. Thanks for joining us here on thepapare.com. And if you are watching this a little later, well, hopefully we won't give away the result. But this man here with ball in hand has been a big contributing factor for the result so far throughout the day for Damaraja College, Hulan Gamua. He scored plenty of tries, set them up to little number 5 in the blue and red outfit here. So once more now, Damaraja College into enemy territory and pick up 80 metres. They get a strike dump to work with. Duljana now once more coming at them at pace. They've got them here for numbers and they just managed to come across in time here at Wesley College. They'll float it back towards the centre now. Still pressure coming in place. It's Wira Sakara. Hulan Gamua. Hulan Gamua with the long stretching dive. They don't get to him in time, and once more this little maestro in the middle of the pitch makes them pay 3 tries to 0. He waves to the fans in the stand. I'm telling you what, he's got plenty of them the way he's playing today. Hulan Gamua. Exceptional performance from him. And a lot of work to do now for Wesley College. So Coleman gets set to touch us back underway here. Ogbebo up towards the try line, getting closer still. Out of acting half, he can't score, of course. Perhaps he's forgotten about that. Johan Ogbebo. It all seemed a little bit too easy, and that's why the defence wasn't pressed about his particular involvement. Can't score from dummy half in touch football. So I'll pass it back to Hulan Gamua, who's really toying with them here. And almost picking up from the opposition side here is Ogbebo, who's had a bit of a meal of things in the last 30 seconds. They will now play it. Just a little bit of an issue there as well for Wira Sakara. Seems all right now, though. The dummy comes in. Wira Sakara through the middle once more. Touch is made from Ogbebo as Hulan Gamua has a little scoot himself, and he thought the player was offside. Not going to be the case, though. He had retreated the required distance, and as a result, touch pass called. There is the changeover, and now Johan Ogbebo won't get a chance to attack them because it's an incorrect play the ball from his brother. Hulan Gamua is really up for this one. He wants to continue on with things pretty quickly here. Worked away now for Gunaratna. Wira Sakara. Coleman had to step up and shut that one down. Otherwise, there was open pasture on offer for Dulanjana. So once more, another set to contend with here. It's been oodles of pressure supplied against Wesley College in this grand final. Gunaratna, Hulan Gamua, good ball, nice and early. They just got the touch in time, otherwise it was try time from Wira Sakara. So 7 metres away, they'll play this one. Midway through the count. Hulan Gamua slowing things down. And they're wary of him too, Wesley College. He threatens to take the touch before getting the quick roll ball. Now Hulan Gamua thought he had a chance to play on with it, but they just pulled the hand away in time, so it was an incorrect touch, which means a changeover here for Wesley College as Johan Ogbebo comes forward. Now Samuel Ogbebo, good metres from the two boys here. Coleman is in support, that's the way they come. Coleman, quick hands, now they're on down the sideline, popping a pass back for the middle. Coleman was there, but they just got enough of a scramble in time. And then knocked away from Coleman. And he'll be marched for that. So it's just not quite enough for them at the moment here, Wesley College. They are asking questions, but unable to come up with the answers. For a moment there, Nizar thought that he was away, but it just fell a little bit short for him. So now they'll operate back through that central passage once more. Ogbebo comes up with a touch. A little bit of a bobble there in the play the ball, but all to be play on for now. And this time, they won't get away with it. Wesley College, that is, though, because Hulangamua once more can threaten things here as Wira Sakara plays it quickly. Hulangamua now slows it down. Coleman still staying up in the line. They pop it over the head. And they'll keep attacking here. Hulangamua getting very close to the try line now. Once more, popping a late pass for Gunaratna. Who's caught just on that 7-metre mark. Hulangamua, flat ball, good line run. Well picked though, in defence. Out there wide, it was Kitchelan. Hulangamua, again, slow, concerted approach. Hulangamua popping a pass over the top. The angle was good. Coleman, however, with the cover defence, did a good job to prevent a try being scored. And they've still got one more play here. So the ball came free after the touch. That's why they can still use possession. Hulangamua trying to get away from them with the dancing feet. They make the touch in time. And that's good scramble defence there from Wesley College. So the score remains 3-0 as Ogbebor works it away. Ogbebor with a big dummy. Now he's off for the prize. Ogbebor, they won't catch him. He's got plenty of pace. And they're not done with yet here, Wesley College. A big play from Samuel Ogbebor. It's 3-1. Not much time on the clock. But a couple more plays like that and we could be heading off for a grandstand finish. I'm sure Damaraja College will be saying quite simply, let's just focus on completing those 1%ers, get through the set, no silly mistakes. We are still in cruise control. What they don't need to do is panic from this point. Pass comes here now. Hulangamua once more providing a quick little ball here. Now surely a touch has come in from one of the 3 defenders left in the run there of Gunaratna. And now the last play comes. Still play on. Eventually they release it from the deck. Hulangamua again threatens the line. Wanting an extra set. Doesn't get it. And it's now do or die here for Wesley College. They pretty much need to score from this set. Ogbebor. That's Johan. Still no touch made on him. He keeps creeping forward. They'll come here to Coleman. Coleman beats the initial touch of Wira Sakara. Now they get moving in a pretty quick way. Surely that pass has gone forward by the end of that touch. Play on is the call. They'll float it over the top. Still an opportunity here for Wesley College. That one will die there, though, and I think that might just seal it here. For Damaraja College, they've thrown everything, including the kitchen sink, at them in the last couple of minutes here, Wesley. But I think the clock is ultimately going to beat them. Hulangamua. Now Wira Sakara takes off with a change of pace. The draw and pass. Now they're away here. Damaraja College. And a good diving effort there from Nazir. They'll go back to the mark. And an early error, so they want to get on with it pretty quickly. They're well off the mark, though, for the changeover. The referees are on the spot. Ogbebor eventually playing it. Here is Ogbebor again. Can he use his fast feet once more? That's been knocked down from out wide. And there is the hooter and the full-time whistle. And it is victory in the HSBC Bowl Cup, the Open Men's Division. And Damaraja College victorious. 3-1 over Wesley College. Thank you so much for being with us today. We've still got the trophy presentations to come. That will be very shortly, so don't go too far. So you will see, just for a short while now, the stream going blank, but it doesn't mean it has ended. We'll be back with you in a few minutes' time. We'll have all the official trophy presentations. Stay with us here.
Good evening, everyone. We kindly ask you to stay for the awards ceremony. It will be happening within the next 15 minutes. Thank you. Can we please ask all the players and everyone else to come towards the presentation table, which is near the HSBC 10, for the awards ceremony. Thank you.
They're just setting up the video.